Is there anything you guys haven't, or anywhere you haven't gone yet that you'd love to go?
There's a bunch of places. We've been talking about trying to play Russia because we've never been. You know, we haven't been to. We haven't been to China. We haven't been to
India.
We haven't been to Africa. No, we haven't. We haven't even played. You know,
Singapore.
yeah, like places like that.
Hong Kong. We haven't even been there.
Dubai, we haven't played.
So maybe you can take your new constitution or your new Hives Magna Carta and bring it to these other countries and install a new form of government.
It just might work.
Fingers crossed. Music in Sweden. How do you guys do it? I mean, you guys, Nicky Anderson, he's got his new band.
His new band supported us.
It's like a month ago.
Oh, right.
We did 3 secret shows in Sweden to get prepared for the Coachella thing.
Okay.
And so we played with him then.
Okay. How do you guys do it, though? You guys export ridiculously good music.
Well, thank you very much. Well, I think it's a matter of very few distractions during a very long part of the year.
Okay.
So there's the opportunity to focus on the music for a very long time, and a lot of time where you know that it's ill-advised to spend outside. And I also think that there's a tradition of taking it very seriously because there's a belief that it might actually work abroad, whereas the UK has a long-standing tradition of that too, but most other European countries are sort of
Sweden always
they think there's a trick to it.
When Swedish bands could start touring, you know, singing in English, you know, in France or Finland or whatever, they were still, you know, it was mostly
It's accessible.
domestic artists.
Yeah, singing their own language, and whereas in Sweden there was always on the radio. In Sweden, it's not weird for a Swedish band to be on the radio in Sweden singing in English.
Yeah.
Whereas in some
Happens quite
places,
frequently.
yes, that is.
Swedes are good at copying kind of American or English music and stuff like that. Sort of like the Japanese of the North, kind of.
Yeah.
Japanese in the North, that's a good way of putting
Copy it and sell it to the masses. That's what.
Almost
IKEA.
formulaic. IKEA, yeah, true. H&M,
Mhm.
you know, those dynasties live on, don't they?
Yeah.
No, that's fair. And Coachella, you guys had fun?
It was amazingly fun.
Was it weird playing the same place 2 weeks in a row?
It was a little weird, actually.
Yeah.
But it felt like a different place because the weather was so different. But the stage being the same, and you know, you start to worry: is the crowd the same? Like all these weird.
Is this deja vu?
Yeah, exactly. Is this really happening to me? Who am I?
What year is it?
Maybe I'm not okay after that head injury. Actually.
Oh dear. Well, I guess it took this interview to find that out.
It was really amazing, and it is one of the most fun festivals in the world, I think. And we played most of them, I would think, over the past 10 years.
Perfect. And you played Jimmy Kimmel very recently.
Yeah, that was really fun too. I mean, the cool thing about that, as opposed to the other late night shows or late shows or night shows or tonight or late tonight or later.
Other shows are available.
Later on tonight show, you're actually playing to an audience and there's a proper stage and everything. So that one's one of the more fun ones.
And you don't mind doing pre-recorded stuff on TV?
No, that doesn't matter. Like
We do pre-recorded stuff on record, so it's not too different.
Yeah, it's different though. That's like a dynamic development, isn't it? As opposed to like, okay, play it again. That wasn't quite right.
You don't even know. Most of the time, they don't even tell you. Like you just do what you know. They're like.
Oh, so they don't make you do it a couple times just to get it right. That you just do it once and then done. Okay, so it is like a proper show for the people.
Yeah. This is not like sometimes on television when you do a song like 15 times.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about.
This is just you play it and then they go, oh, okay, we got it.
Okay.
Or
on the other hand, the Hives usually don't do songs 15 times. We usually get it.
Nail it. You nail it.
Shit,
nailed it. Okay, perfect. And the new set design, the marionettes and the puppeteer.
And there are
nice
also
touch.
big plexiglass, is it? Letters?
Plexiglass.
HIVES. We were working on getting new. We've always, since we built the light bulb sign in our garage.
Oh wow.
At a very young age.
DIY.
Yeah. We just built it out of household light bulbs and stuff, and we would tour with that, even in like clubs about the size of this room, basically. And it was always such an appreciated thing for us, and you know, we always liked it, and the audience would always be into the fact that it was like a Kiss arena rock show, but in a basement, basically.
And slightly more accessible uniforms than Kiss.
Yeah, you could copy us more easily. Although we're getting worse at that, I think. I think it'd be like
You do-
as far as copyability or whatever. The one with just black shirt and white tie.
Oh, it's
was our-
perfect. Yeah. Now it's like
everyone
Fred
copy
Astaire.
that. Yeah, the one we have now is actually it's sort of a steeper plunge into your pockets to copy.
Well, you know, with success comes the desire to please a bit more aesthetically,
Fancy it
right?
up a
Here
bit.
in
Yeah, yeah.
England, though, I think you could just go through your parents' closet maybe and find that stuff.
Your parents closet.
Yeah. Find dad's old formal wear or granddad, yeah, if you will.
But so then we were working on coming up, and we had a neon sign, and we had all these different sort of light signs, and it's something we wanted to continue to do. So our last version of that is just huge block letters with little shiny creatures in them that we put on stage.
Okay.
So
Interesting.
they light up, you know.
Yeah, cool. Sweet. How does it feel to be the best dressed dudes in rock and roll?
I don't see why it would feel in any way bad.
Yeah?
It feels very good.
Yeah.
it does.
Sort of the Fred
Or we
Astaire of
know, I have
rock.
to think a little bit. Most rock bands dress terribly.
But that's
there
the
must
aesthetic.
be a few that are pretty good, though. Right?
I can't think of any.
Yeah, there's us, and then there's. Who would that be?
Yeah, who dresses like Fred Astaire in the 21st century, but and
Well, I
does it
guess-
well?
Well, yeah, I guess. And well, I guess if you go to an older generation of bands, there are bands that look kind of cool,
Yeah.
possibly. Yeah, no, we're the best actually.
Yeah,
I was thinking
waiting
we're
for
a bit
that.
there, but
Yeah, that's all right.
Yeah,
You've got to show face and pretend you're thinking, but in actual
I
fact.
was actually thinking though.
Okay. Do you like my attempt?
Yeah,
Yeah?
we like all attempts. Man.
Okay, cool.
Well,
That's-
we like yours slightly better than other
Yes, sweet. I appreciate that. And is it weird that so many of your peers from the '90s are reforming?
attempts. A
Do you-
little bit.
Do
yeah.
you find that weird?
I
'Cause
feel
it's
like
you
it's
guys.
a sign of. I feel like it's a sign of weakness that they
On their
couldn't
part.
couldn't they just keep going?
Yeah, that's what I mean. Why didn't they just keep going?
Yeah, but it's also fun because you get to see all these bands. You know, an extra lap.
Yeah.
See what they're up to now. It's also, I mean, it must be very hard if you haven't kept your skills in order. It's like leaving tennis at 20 and coming back at 35.
Like Andre Agassi style. Yeah.
and you haven't practiced.
Yeah.
So it's, I don't know, it can get rough.
Do you ever send them like a message and be like, guys, what are you doing? Come on, like, why don't you just?
No, I'm all
Really?
for it. Like, I
I've
liked
usually
it.
been excited to see our friends, kind of reform and be in bands again and sort of tour with us.
But surely, if they're not playing music, then they can come see you guys. You know.
Yeah.
Yeah,
But they don't, do they?
yeah,
Every
they
once in a
do.
while, they
Okay.
show up,
But you know, you can see it in their eyes when they're all like, yeah, I'm so glad we quit the band. I got so much good stuff cooking, man. But you can see it in their eyes that,
It's not quite the truth. Oh no, terrible. No, that's fair.
That's why I'm happy for everybody reforming because, chances are you're not going to be in two amazing rock bands in
Yeah.
your life. How
Yeah.
many times did that happen?
It's a sort of fun career move in a way as well, like because people go like, "Wow, they're back! I haven't seen them in 14 years."
Yeah.
And then the record sales hopefully
Yeah.
increase with the.
Maybe we should quit
We
for a few
recently
months.
played with a couple of shows with the Refuse. They never played the crowds that big. At least
Yeah,
not in
suddenly
at
it's
least not
like,
in the
whoa.
US or like in Europe. They played the crowds like that in Sweden maybe, but never
Yeah.
like in the US.
It's kind of like when a rock star dies, and then all of a sudden he receives this cult
Yeah.
status,
Oh, hang on.
and then
He
comes
was a
back to
genius,
life.
wasn't he?
Yeah.
He's dead. He must be a genius. He must have been a genius.
There you go. Yeah, always the case. You guys strike me as gentlemen that read a lot. Is that true?
Yeah, I mean, it's, we read a fair bit, I guess, for a rock band.
Yeah. So you're educated gentlemen as well.
Mike has in his top hat, he has a little library where we all pick books from.
Is that Hives Manor?
No, it's in his actual hat that
Oh,
he
right.
carries with him
That's
on
the
tour.
key.
Oh right, okay.
The bring along library.
Oh.
We have another library in our rehearsal space.
Yeah.
Okay. And that's Hives Manor.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Is it in the like central Sweden, up in the mountains, like this huge castle? Is it kind of like that?
Yeah, well,
it's not, is it?
it's actually moved around a little bit. It's not a huge castle. It was a teeny tiny castle
Fort.
for a while.
Yeah.
No, fault there as military connections. I guess it was built for someone to live in from the beginning, I think. But yeah, we read a fair bit. Was there a follow up to that?
No, I was just curious. That was just my own
Cool.
curiosity.
So the
Yeah.
answer is a resounding yes then.
Excellent.
Is the next question, do you listen to music?
No. The next question is the album comes out. What is it? The 4th of June
Well,
in
it's
the UK.
It's
Uh,
between the 1st and the 5th globally, and where you happen to be in that
bracket.
Yeah, I have no idea, man.
All right, so June. Should we?
Say it's June 4th then.
Summer. It's coming out in the summertime. So, okay, exciting stuff. And
Early summer.
oh, that's our cue. Anyway, guys, thanks for chatting to us.
Oh, thank you very
and
much.
good luck with your gig on Tuesday.
Pleasure.
Yeah, yeah,
Very nice to meet
yeah.
you.
Take it easy, gentlemen.
Thanks.
Adieu.
Adieu. Mon Dieu.